Hello and welcome to this edition of our special series on the 51st International Film Festival of India. Today I am in conversation with one of the biggest stars, Shri Sudeep, or Kicha Sudeep as he is known. And he's just come in from gracing the opening ceremony of the 51st edition of IFFI. So let's ask him about his experience, his thoughts on the occasion. Thank you so much, sir, for speaking with DD India and DD News. Your thoughts on being the chief guest at the opening ceremony?
See, being honored, being humbled, I think it's the least I can say. Because I guess if you go by the history of IFFI, it's much older than all of us, most of us at least. And it's a privilege, ma'am, to be sitting with such iconic figures, personalities of cinema, and a belief called IFFI, which has gone so many years into it. And yeah, it's always nice to be at Goa. Now, I've traveled very less towards Goa, but it just got me another opportunity to be here. And when we walk in, we see such faces from all across the world who have contributed so much, of whom probably we have just heard of from a distance, and to just have a look at those wonderful contributors, I think it's an honor itself.
Right. Well, the 51st edition of IFFI is being held at a time when the whole world is fighting the COVID pandemic. Most festivals have either been cancelled or postponed, or they are being held entirely virtually. They were held entirely virtually. What do you say? Eminent personalities like you like yourself, they've applauded the DFF, they've applauded the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, as well as the Goa government for holding it at a time in a hybrid format. What do you think? What is the message that's gone across?
Well, we gave a message long back in peak of pandemic in July itself, when the whole world was shut down. I think our film Vikrant Rona was the first film to start for resume shoot. We sent a message all across then. I think this is one time probably, though it was not the intention, the whole world of cinema looked around and they were wondering how did we go ahead and do it. We had a very successful long schedules, and we just completed the shoot. And so it was in peak of COVID in July, when we hardly knew what is COVID actually, or any iota of a relief being seen. So I guess what I'm trying to say is somebody needs to do something. That's when a belief or probably a message goes across. You can't fight unless and until you face it. Everyone can't keep hiding. Life needs to go on. It's just not cinema. Life needs to go on. That doesn't mean I'm trying to say we should be stupid. None of us are. We were all scared in the shooting also. But I guess there are precautionary measures we need to take. And the human body actually can fight a lot of it. Just need to keep it going. And as far as IFFI is concerned, I think it's also given a very strong message to everything that, it is not normal. It is not happening the way it used to be. But this is the new norm. We need to accept. But we can't shut ourselves down on whatever is happening across the globe. You can't keep waiting for the new sun to rise and say, what, children, it's all fine, now we can go back. No, it won't happen. It will all slowly fade away. But then I guess this is also just like how I spoke about my film. It was such a wonderful thing to walk into that stadium and see so many people. Yeah, there were a lot of people who sent videos virtually also. But it's a nice thing to see so many people like you're sitting across right now. I'm speaking to you. It's nice to get back. I mean, it looks a little normal at least now.
Right. And well, you're completing 25 years in cinema on the 31st of January. Many congratulations on behalf of all of us here at DD India and DD News on this important milestone. And you've done it in many capacities, we believe, as a screenwriter, director, as a singer even, as well as on stage as a hero. What are your thoughts on achieving so much in just a span of 25 years?
I guess when we start the journey, little do we know where your destiny is taking you, or little do we know where we are heading. So every one extra step that happens, it only takes you closer to your belief that, you are also required and wanted in the cinema field, and people are looking up to you, people are looking into your cinema. And when you say 25 years have completed, I will not look at it like, as a great achievement. I will look at it that, I have survived. There's a huge amount of talents from all across every week being introduced. Newer talents as we grow older. Always a fight between, survival and fading away. And if time has given me that, space to still entertain people, be loved and liked across, I guess it's an honor and privilege by itself. And yeah, in this small journey, I guess, doing everything that you feel you should be doing is something I have done. I wanted to do something I've done. It's not because I wanted to achieve something, or not because there were no better directors in my life or no better writers. But I guess that's something every day, you wake up in the morning wanting to do something new, and then you realize, okay, you're not bad at it, you can go ahead with it. So I guess that's what I started doing, and yeah, today whatever subtitles you gave me and whatever the portfolios you gave me extra, apart from being an actor, it's all credits to that, and I'm happy. I'm still able to entertain, and around after 25 years. So.
Well, many congratulations once again. Well, going through your career and reading about you, brought to mind another great film personality, whom IFFI is paying credit to. This in its 51st edition, that's Satyajit Ray, who was a writer also, who was an actor. He planned every screen, and a director as well. He's known as the master filmmaker. Your thoughts on how such a person can actually inspire future generations? Because IFFI is trying to bring back to life, his greatness, and thereby setting a tone for future generations.
See, as generations are passing on, technologies are improving. And as technologies improve, it's only becoming easier, and the visions are opening in a bigger way to tell a story. Back then, when you're talking about legends, they just knew when they're sitting in a chair, probably they just knew what they want to say. An idea which is crafted in their mind, we do not know. Today you have people we call storyboards. When we say something, we sketch it, this is how, so other people know exactly what's in your mind. It wasn't there then, I'm sure. So, I guess they were all better visionaries in comparison. Today, when we keep a camera, we have a TV right next to their monitors where we see exactly what the DOP is doing. Those days, it wasn't like that. Whatever the DOP, so there was a lot of trust amongst the technicians that this is what I want and this is what he's getting me. So I guess if those people then have narrated such wonderful stories, life has just got easier for us. Yeah, there is competitions, that so many channels are there, so many platforms are there, and there are lakhs of people narrating stories every week. But then I guess we need to accept that today, be better at it, and then survive all the wars and battles that's happening over there, and come up. But yes, man, go back to them. They really, really inspire us. If we could do it then, kids, you can do it much better now. That's why inspiration you need to take. And today we have stories all across. If there's nothing, we also go back on doing biographies of so many legendary people. Then I think everything had to be crafted. Everything had to be, even if they write a story, I do not even know what they were thinking about, how will they conceive it. But I guess, ma'am, I think that's what makes the whole Indian cinema and every cinema so beautiful, that those people laid such wonderful foundations and we are actually enjoying it.
And it was a time when the world was perhaps a much larger place. Now we are like a global village, and that makes it easier, would you say, to make a better film?
Ma'am, today making a better film is an intention. Surviving is your talent. Because there's so much of bombarding happening from every angle, and everybody is right. They all want to make films, they all want to tell a story. If not films, series. If not series, short films. Something or the other is happening. And today, what is happening is people have so much of options. Or just open a mobile phone, there's so much of options. And for you to grab their attention is the talent. So there's so much of not only just storytelling, man, there's so much of marketing involved in it, there's so much of business acumen that's required. So I guess today making a cinema is completely a different genre compared to how honest it used to be earlier. Today it's different.
I'm in conversation with film star, writer, director and singer Kicha Sudeep. It's time now for a short break. More with Kicha Sudeep on the other side. Stay tuned. I'm in conversation with Kicha Sudeep, who's just come from gracing the opening ceremony of the 51st edition of the International Film Festival of India. Well, the country of focus this year in the 51st edition of IFFI is Bangladesh. It's believed that, well, when IFFI began in 1952, the motto was Vasudev Kutumbakam, which is the world is one family. That was the concept on which it was based. Do you feel that a cultural bridge, films can be a source of cultural connect, that they can connect two people, to the two peoples of two different countries, you know, by the language, by the theme and so on?
See, cinema and sports are the only two fraternities which has connected people all across. Whether you like it, you don't like it. We all knew people. We all loved cinema from all across the globe, whether it is another language. Every language with subtitles we used to watch. And we cannot say that is not Indian culture and we cannot connect. We connected. What is different today is we are reachable. Today you say some director from Hollywood, we know how to reach him. Today, Hollywood people, if they say Indian somebody, they know how to reach us. Earlier, that was the gap, the connection. So I guess we need to give a lot to technology, the social media, social forums, where we can connect easily and exchange our thoughts, connect to make a story, something or the other. But I guess cinema, like, you know, as I say, there's an old, there's a saying that, you know, travel the globe, read the sacred scriptures. But cinema gives all of that in one seat. You sit somewhere, it takes you across different countries, cultures, knowledge, people, you know, everything. So I guess cinema definitely has been a big connect, whether or not whether we could connect directly physically. Today even that is happening. Today, you know, just one phone call away, you know, and that's made it, what do you say, such a beautiful fraternity now. You know, that we can actually interact. See, we don't need to have business. We don't need to make films together. But if I want to tell a person, you know what, sir, I saw your film. I'm amazed, I'm awestruck. Thank you for giving a... You know, there is a reaction coming which probably a couple of years earlier you could not expect. So that's the difference today. You know, we can make our voice reach out as a fan, as a viewer, and if you want to collaborate, it's not become difficult. Life has got much easier, I should say, and yes, ma'am, cinema will go on, entertainment will go on, and I guess that's how we all survive.
One of the most recent films in which we all saw and which we really liked you was as playing the opposite of Salman Khan in Dabangg 3. How do you look at that role in comparison to your first role in films?
As an actor, I think I have no qualms or reservations to do anything. Certain times we do for telling a story, certain times we do for your following, certain times we just do for friendship, you know. So that was the last category, what I was speaking about. So yeah, when you go down south, they may not like me in such roles because there when we go, we are doing something else and we are telling people what not to do, the rights of life, you know. As a hero, as a protagonist, that's our job to, you know, say the right things. So they may not, but as an actor, to work with such people, wonderful people like Salman Khan and other people, it's an honor. It's an honor, and I consider it that way. So I will not give ears to others as to how they're going to react to it. As you rightfully said, when you go back to your first film, all these things are too far off. If you really look at it, I never expected myself to be seen with Mr. Amit Ji, you know. I would never, I've seen even Shiva and other things. I didn't know whether I'll work with Mr. Ram Gopal Varma. I got a beautiful film like Makhi with Mr. SSR. Then went ahead to do with Mr. Salman Khan ji, and I think it's a journey by itself which we should not disturb. If cinema is taking me places, you know, I guess we should just go with the flow and also do what we need to do in our places where you have such huge following and expectations out of you.
And the role of an organization like IFFI, a platform like IFFI, should I say, to bring cinema of the that brings cinema of the world and the cinema of our country, from the far reaches of our country, every part of our country, to your homes. From now on, can we say that that would be the new normal? Because now people can watch it from the comfort of their homes. They don't have to come all the way to Goa even. They can just watch them online. So the role of an organization like like IFFI for the promotion of films and the growth of films.
Yes, ma'am. I think, see, for IFFI, the way they have operated right now and taken extra measures to make things reach people, movies reach people, is something very nice. But on a cinema per se, I think, you know, cinema deserves theatres. They will be back on platforms, I'm sure. It will always be. But the first releases, cinema deserves, because I always say theatres are our temples, you know. The audiences who come there, cinema always should be told in the dark. A story should always be told in the dark. You know, yeah, what happens is, see, when a film is narrated, they make almost sometimes 1.5 years, 2 years to make a film. And in the theatre, how it operates, whatever money you give, still, you need to go follow a few protocols, like you go there, you watch the film in a stretch, and come back. That's how every story maker, storyteller wants it. But at home, yeah, it is easier, but then it's at your disposal. You pause it today, for some reason you may only resume it day after tomorrow. So the whole, the emotion of that whole narration goes down by its own way. Yeah, people still do enjoy, I'm not saying no. But if you ask a storyteller, is he happy, he'll say no.
And your plans for the future, how do you look at the road ahead?
You know, even the smallest surprises looks great when you do not expect much. And the biggest happiness also looks a disaster if you are really, really looking forward to a lot of it from life. I think today, if me and you are still survived COVID, and we are sitting here and still chatting without the masks, I think this is another achievement of both of us, you know. So we should be happy that, you know, we are here. One of the few fortunate ones to see 21, you know, when everybody was scared. I guess that's how life is. I look at life that way, man.
Thank you very much, Kicha Sudeep, for speaking with DD News and DD India, and many, many congratulations as you complete 25 years in cinema, and we wish you all the best for all your future endeavors.
Thank you. Wonderful speaking to you too. Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's all in this edition of our special series on the 51st edition of the International Film Festival of India. We were just in conversation with Kicha Sudeep, or Shri Sudeep as he is more popularly known, who's acted in films and completed 25 years of an illustrious career. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.